So, as quickly as possible, I'm going to tell you what the Internet of Things is. I'm just going to talk about the Internet of Things as it relates to consumers and like the home and what it means to you, really. It's a fairly new revolution that is similar to the rise of the Internet. Back in the 80s, you know, it started becoming cool to get dial-up, you know, the web browser. The Internet started emerging and people thought it was going to be big, and they were right. It started growing. No one really knew exactly what it was going to do. It has evolved into something that we can't live without. We've got it on our phones 24/7 and so forth. So IoT, Internet of Things, some think it is a similar revolution. It's cheap to connect all of our stuff. This is like $2 or $3. It's a little Wi-Fi chip. And our stuff could all be connected and be feeding us lots of data. So the most compelling use cases for the Internet of Things are things like your printer automatically buying ink whenever it's out of ink, your fridge ordering milk, your toaster totally needs to be on the Internet of Things, your garage door opener. A lot of these use cases, a lot of the things people are kind of throwing at the wall aren't sticking, because who cares? Like, most people don't want their printer to go buy things for them. Now, if you're in a business, it might be extremely helpful for your printer to order a cartridge so it's there. Internet of Things is this growing revolution, and we think it's going to be big. No one really knows what the implications of this thing are going to be, because we haven't figured out what it's really good for. There are lots of other implications to the Internet of Things in the industrial world and commercial and the industrial Internet of Things. That's a whole other video. But we all love our technology a lot. The phone, no one could have known what the phone was going to be. You know, they thought it makes phone calls, sends text messages. This is great. This is all we ever need. Well, now phones are more heavily used to consume data off the internet, playing games, reading news. And to wrap it up, the Internet of Things is getting things, devices, like your toaster or your fridge or doorbell, connected so that you can use your favorite device, which is your phone, and see what it's doing. That's kind of what the Internet of Things is.